The Misina showgrounds are home to up to 4,000 asylum seekers from around southern Africa. Many come to the Beitbridge border post in the hope of a new life in South Africa, often one that only just surpasses their lives in their home countries. The majority of refugees come from neighbouring Zimbabwe, which after 10 years of open political conflict has left the nation destitute, not unlike their current living conditions in the Republic. No shelter is provided, and people are forced to live on the bare earth, while the Department of Home Affairs takes up to 6 weeks to process asylum seekers in a process that should take 3 days. Cooking, eating, and sleeping surrounded by rotting garbage and sewerage is unavoidable, a situation that is especially disturbing for the disabled population who move in the filth daily. The toilets are clearly not cleaned daily and cannot cope with the ever-increasing levels of human waste, nor are the ablution stations adequate for the needs of this growing population. Non-governmental organizations and churches have provided 13 toilets to service approximately 4,000 people. The showers and ablution stations again do not meet the minimum health standards, but are the only access to fresh water available to this population. These few taps provide drinking, washing, and cleaning water, but no containers are supplied. In a town that has so recently come out of a near-critical cholera crisis, one would think that preventative measures would be put in place in an attempt to stop the continuing influx of potentially infected refugees from Zimbabwe. Men, women, and children live in a chaotic space which at night, with limited light and security, leads to unacceptable levels of rape, intimidation, and further trauma, especially for those who have fled political persecution. Personal belongings are on display for all to see, including underwear. Because no formal shelter is provided by the state, and no bodies are allowed to erect free tents, the few more fortunate inhabitants have found a piece of barbed wire fence in which to erect a piece of plastic or shade cloth to protect them from the severe sun and seasonal thunderstorms. 1 meter wide spaces can accommodate up to 5 people, as they have no belongings due to illegal border crossings. This is necessary as the government does not want to encourage refugees in an attempt to avoid further millions from entering the country by providing shelter. The smell of rotten garbage is overpowering and is situated next to ablution blocks, sleeping spaces, and children's playing areas. It is clear by the state of food decomposition that this refuse has not been collected for several days, which in this heat poses a serious health risk. Nombaniso Gaza, the head of the Gender Equity Commission, on the 12th day of her hunger strike, spent the day talking to these refugees and asylum seekers. The stories of desperation, hopelessness, and lack of understanding of their current situation was evident in all interactions. The story of this young man is like so many who came to South Africa, either to flee political persecution or to try and provide for their starving families back home. The hardships faced by women, especially those with children, are evident, as medical treatment and adequate nutrition are scarcely available. As it is unsafe to film the showgrounds at night, the visuals are deceptive, as over half the residents here are out in the town looking for work, loitering, or begging for food during the day.
So you get raped on the one side before you come, and people get raped here as well.
Rapes, they are getting raped with the men, they are old and the small children, they are in trouble. Especially we mothers, we ladies, we are in problem because we were thinking that if they must save all ladies to go to move here around here because many are abusing us.
Very tough. Like you see, where we are sitting is where we sleep. Even if it's raining, it's sunny, we don't have anywhere to go. So the toilets, the food, the environment itself